Hi, it's Rosie from RoseByNameCo. I was wondering what could I possibly do that hasn't been done already in so many fantastic ways from many different fantastic creators. So I just thought about when people mention doing mass creating, meaning doing some sort of maybe detail of the crafting. That is kind of what I like to do as well, is kind of mass produce, but I call it binging because when I find something that I really like to do, I binge on it, meaning I just do it for hours on end, day in and day out until I get tired of it and move to something else. So today I wanted to work on leftovers. I have a lot of leftovers. We do a lot of cutting, of course. And so let's deal with the leftovers and boxes of the leftovers that I have. Of course, my kids tell me I should see somebody for the hoarding that I'm doing of not only a lot of books and paper of all kinds, but also these leftovers. I can't throw out anything because I might possibly need it later. And in fact, I do. So, but because I get so much of the leftovers, I do need to get rid of some at some point, or else I can't walk around anywhere anymore. So I will either throw them out, but for the most part, I will use them up in a way that I'm going to show you today. So let me show you what we have here. So I've chosen some of the leftovers that I have in fabrics and ribbons, wool, whatever it happens to be. This is just a small quantity, of course, of those things. Then I have a small box of paper, and it does go on and on and on with many different cuttings that I've done and paper left over. So yeah, what am I going to do with it? I need to do something to be able to close this box. And someone wrote in this, it wasn't me, perhaps my daughter, dream big, work hard. Good way to live your life. So those are the papers. This is the ribbon. And then you're going to need glue and possibly scissors, but we're going to just tear everything up. And so what we're going to do is we're going to glue. We're just going to glue for a long time. We're going to glue all of this in some sort of order onto some kind of a little bit thicker paper. So you could use, for example, a sheet from a music book. This is a little bit thicker than average. And then, you know, the back of the atlas, it has these, city names, whatever. This is a little bit thicker, and for the most part, we don't use it. So let's use it on this. And then I also have very thick sort of cardstock. It's an index card, a large one that I haven't really used it. I have a whole stack of them. I should use some, I should do maybe raggedy on it. Those cards that are free of the journal that you just tuck in. I love doing those too. So we're going to do those at another time. So today we're just going to be gluing randomly, but in some sort of color coordinated order, the pages. And then those pages, I do like to sew through them, so I will sew them later. And then we will cut them into tags or whatever else, booklets, journaling cards, whatever it is you might need. So I like doing this. Once I start on this, I do pages and pages. Please somebody stop me because it's not going to happen. So, okay, we're going to, let's start with the music sheet. Put these aside for now. And see what we can put on here. I do like to sort of organize a few things in color, and I don't want two of the same right side by side. For the most part, it's random, but it does have a little bit of thought in it. So we're going to pull up the paper and see what we can get on here. So let's tear up some paper. Let's just start with whatever we have on top here, and move on with that. So maybe I won't be talking through the whole thing. But I will mention what it is, what inspires me to do this here and there. So let's go with the beiges for now. And you can tear long strips or short strips, whatever it is. These with pockets, let's just wait on these for a little bit. This one has some lines, so I'm going to use the lines. If I tore two pieces here, yes. So I'm going to put one here, maybe one here. Let's put one here for later on. What else do we have? White, bright white. I did buy this thing here somewhere along the way. I haven't used it much, so you know what? Let's start using it. You might as well. Let me put that up there. So we're starting to have a little bit of a theme. And let's see what else happens. What else we find in here. I do have a stamp. I don't know yet what I'm going to use it where. Let's put a little bit. Of course, that's going to start falling out. Let's use a little bit of this purple just to add some accent color. And it doesn't have to be really in any kind of order or shape, whatever it is you feel like. Now I have some actual photos. Sometimes I have those doubles. We used to get them by the bundles, doubles all the time, triples. And now I've got all these boxes full of photos besides the originals that really don't have much to do with. So you know what? I have started using my own photos. And yeah, I'm going to put that in here. I don't like too much of the straight look. So either I'm going to do this with it, or I'm going to put something else on top that will have some kind of jagged edge. So this one, these are butterflies I had for a long time, but we're gonna hold on to that for now. Again, this is just from real estate, but they have nice lines that I'm going to use here. So every now and then, you know, we want some lines to kind of give it a little spot for writing, perhaps. Okay. Eventually we'll have to make a little bit of sense of this, but we'll get to it. Now the reason I like using this kind of paper is so that there might be something underneath. You know, if you miss a spot, there'll be some kind of text or something. So let's go with flowers. Put them in somewhere. A little bit more over here. If you want white, I mean, doesn't matter. You can have anything you want. I just prefer not. So I will put that one here, and I don't know. This one's not bad. It has some white, but that's okay. We'll put it in between something else. Maybe then this one. Or up here, and so on. So I think you're getting the idea of, as far as, you know, what you might use and where you might put it. A little bit of, let's put this one over here for now. A little bit of different papers, and then we're going to start gluing and see what happens. I like this little one. Let's go this way on that one. Put it here, and just some coffee dye paper also is fine. So you don't even have to do this in reality. I mean, you don't have to set it up, but I like to do this. So now I have some sort of idea, and I've put some pieces away from each other, but to tie it in at each end, maybe I will put a little bit of this one actually here, and a little bit of the flowers and so on. So maybe I will just kind of put this one over here so it's not too close to something else. And I don't know. So we're going to glue this down, and then we're going to move on to something, just one of the other pages. So let's glue this down. So as we're gluing this down, we're going to also add some of these fibers over here. Putting them on here, we're just kind of, they just kind of fly all over, so I'm not going to do that just yet. Now, as far as keeping these where I really want them, again, they don't have to be in the exact same order, but I'm going to put some aside for the top and just put the glue down like this. And I use my trusty Elmer's glue. It's a good friend of mine, and I like to use it with pretty well anything I do. So let's see what we can put in here as well. Now, as far as the fabric might not quite stick, but just do it the best you can, and then maybe you know, put something on top of it. See, now I took one from here, which I feel might fit better here, even though I already have some over here, but that's okay. So now, if we end up with some kind of, you know, text in between, it's all right. So let's glue this down if you need a little bit more glue, because it does dry quickly. Let's just put this one over here like this. If we can get it to stay. Okay, let's put this on top. See if we can do it this way. Okay, and not everything has to be exact, you know, like on top of each other. If they end up on top of each other, that's okay. Don't worry about it. And there. So this is the first part of this collaging, binging thing. So now let's move on to this corner here. And let's see what kind of mess we can end up here. And okay, stay down there. Let's see. Burlap. I like to use kind of bits of it. Let me see. I don't know if it will stay, but let's try. And let's just kind of hold it down with a piece of this. There. This, I think I want more in the middle. So something over here. Oops, I took this off. Let's see. Okay, let's put them both underneath here. There. And as long as they stick out somewhere, like look over here, it's okay. Now, let's maybe I want a piece of this over here. So okay, we're just going to stick this one here and see if it'll stay. Oops. It's just not exact science again, so however you can get it down. There we go. What shall we put inside here? Let's put this over here. And then deal with this one over here. Now that's a photo, so I'm not sure how it will stay, but it might for now. And at the, oh, what do we have at the very end here? We have this long one, so let's use that. Okay. We have a little spot here maybe for some kind of, yeah, let's go with this one. Now if you know, anything seems that's too big a little bit, you can trim it down. And let's see if we can get this over here. Of course you could use Mod Podge, I suppose. But, so let's go over here like this. Okay, so on this end, let's go with some of this paper. A little bit of the flowers. This telephone over here. Of course, you could use words and things as well. I mean, the choices or, you know, opportunities for that are endless. So we're just going to stick to what we have right here to work with. Let me get a little bit of this, a little bit of pop color on this one. Let's put it over here. And what we got here? Yeah. This. Now we're missing a little bit of this. And we're going to put what shall I put on this end? I know that's actually the same as that one, so let's put her over here for the next time. And how about, yeah, oops, upside down. That's maybe the only thing. I mean, you could put it upside down. Who cares, really? Does it matter? No, but I'm not sure. Let's even put her here. So we're getting somewhere. Let's put a little bit more fibers somewhere. No, let's put it here. And maybe a little bit of, we can get this to stick over here. And you know how everything sticks to your fingers? Sometimes I just kind of go like this, and it's a little bit better. Let's see what's inside here. This one maybe I think it should be over here, so that you know you get the idea. So you kind of spread it around a little bit as far as what goes where. This one over here. Well, we're almost done, and we pretty well used up all our things over here that we are trying to get rid of course. Let's put, what do we have here? How about this one? It's just a little bit of purple. Now let it stick. Okay, now we're going to put something else on top of it so that it does stick. Let's glue this one like this and put it right in here. There, that will hold it down. Almost done. So we're looking to fill in over here. Let's put the rest of this little meadow that I like to go to take pictures there all the time. And what else do we have here? We have that. Maybe a little bit more of this over here. And now you can see whether, you know, you're still wanting something different to fill in. But I would say we're just about done. Not much else here. So now if you end up with a little spot, well, you know what? Find a place. This white spot here, it still belongs, yeah. The purpose is that we're trying to use it all up, right? So let's, well, actually, you know what? This corner up here is bothering me a little bit. It's just too bare. So let's put this on top here. And anything else in the middle here, maybe a little bit. Doesn't mean that you have to fill in every spot. Of course you don't. To get rid of this stuff. So let's see if there's anywhere else that we can use a piece. And we still have these pieces. They won't quite all fit on this page, of course. Let's leave this page alone. We're going to put this on the next page. But here it is. The first page that we binged on is a collage that we will take to a sewing machine and sew up in various ways. Now, if you want to add maybe just a little bit more kind of fabric, we can do that. Yeah, let's add a little bit more in different places. And just if you can stick it in some way so it stays enough to get to the sewing machine. And when you're at the sewing machine, if really you want to add a little bit more, of course you can. I mean, you can add a little bit more at any time. Let's just put it right on top here. A little bit of this because we have it in like about 3 places. And this, or we have it in 2 places and it's missing this 3rd spot here. Now if we can leave it down here. There we go. So this is all we're going to binge on today. This collage here that we made, and we're going to sew on this. So that will be part 2 of this video. I think there'll be many parts probably if we're going to go through the other pages as well. And we're going to binge on these as well to make more collages. So thank you for coming by. Again, it's Rosie at RoseByNameCo. Take care. Bye-bye.